State lawmakers are stepping into the debate over the University of Minnesota's decision to cut 3 sports during the pandemic. Hi everyone, I'm Randy Meyer.
And I'm Amy Hawker. This is in response to boosters and athletes who have failed to get those sports reinstated. Our political reporter Theo Keith is at the Capitol tonight. So Theo, what is the plan?
Well, the state Senate is pushing legislation that would request that the U create a special commission to both review the sports cuts and the future of non-revenue sports. But lawmakers acknowledge they don't have a lot of power. Ever since the U of M cut men's gymnastics, tennis, and outdoor track, and some women's scholarship slots in a 2020 cost-cutting move, boosters have unsuccessfully tried to get it reversed. Now they've turned to state lawmakers. A bill that advanced through a Senate committee Tuesday calls on the Board of Regents to create a special commission to figure out how to make non-revenue sports financially viable. It comes with a caveat.
We do understand we have no authority over the university and we cannot tell them what they can or cannot do.
In other words, all they can do is ask, though some Republicans want to tie future state funding to the creation of this commission.
Ultimately, what I want this bill to turn into is going to be that if any new funding goes to the university, that that funding would be tied and we would not allow MMB to make those appropriations until this commission is established.
The Gopher Athletic Department has estimated the cuts will save less than $3 million a year. Regents agreed to the move in October 2020 in the depths of the pandemic, as they were losing money with no fans at games. Since then, a former Gopher men's gymnast has sued the school. Current athletes and boosters have told lawmakers the cuts weren't fair.
This isn't just about a gymnastics team, a track team, and a tennis team. This is much bigger than that. I wouldn't be here right now if it was simply about those 3 teams.
Earlier this month, in an apparent attempt to ward this off, the chair and the vice chair of the Board of Regents wrote to lawmakers saying that the decision to cut sports was both well-reasoned and necessary, and the regents said that they hoped lawmakers would respect the decision even if they don't agree with it. Randy?
All right, Theo, thank you.